Hi, I'm Rob at Hayneedle. This is a short video on the assembly of the Duplex doghouse. The estimated time of the assembly is around 45 minutes, and the only tools you will need are a Phillips head screwdriver and a 10mm wrench, both of which are not provided. Start by opening your box and removing its contents, then locate your instructions. On the front, you'll find a parts and hardware list. Take a brief inventory to make sure you have all the pieces needed for this assembly. Using 3 of our bolts and 3 of our hex nuts, we'll be attaching our 2 front pieces labeled as A. To do so, take your bolts and insert one into the 3 holes down the middle of your pieces A, and from the opposite side, add your hex nuts. Once you have all 3 of your hex nuts on, you'll now take a Phillips head screwdriver and a 10mm wrench and fully tighten. Be sure not to over tighten to avoid stripping out the wood. After all 3 of your bolts are tightened, repeat this step for your 2 back pieces labeled B. Using 6 of our longer screws, we'll now be attaching our 2 sides labeled C in between our front and back. Insert C in between our front and back and insert 3 screws on each side. Once all 3 are in place, we'll then take our Phillips head screwdriver and tighten them into place. We'll repeat this step on the opposite side. Now we'll install our floor on the inside of our doghouse. Once the floor is set in, you're going to take your long screws and add 4 on your longer sides and 2 on each end. Once you have your screws in place, take your Phillips head screwdriver and fully tighten all of your screws. Using our small screws, we'll now attach our feet to the bottom. We'll use 2 screws for each foot, using our Phillips head to tighten them into place. Now we'll slide our divider down the grooves of our front and back. Our next step is to attach our roof. Slide both pieces down and into place. Then using 4 of our large screws on each side and our Phillips head screwdriver, we're going to tighten down our roof. We'll now attach our ridge to the top of our roof. Simply place in the middle, and using your 4 remaining small screws, place 1 in each of the 4 holes and tighten down using your Phillips head screwdriver. Once all your screws are tightened, you'll have your finished Duplex doghouse. Hi, I'm Rob at Hayneedle. This is a short video on the assembly of the Duplex doghouse. The estimated time of the assembly is around 45 minutes, and the only tools you will need are a Phillips head screwdriver and a 10mm wrench, both of which are not provided. Start by opening your box and removing its contents, then locate your instructions. On the front, you'll find a parts and hardware list.